I use the subtitle, A Modern Fairy Tale. As it is at the top of the poster, it is the first thing the audience will read. It is a cohesive link to the film, revealing an aspect of the plot. I think that the reader would realise from the text that the film is romantic genre. The text, Once Upon a Time, appears to be coming out of the book. I wanted to give the audience a clue of what happens in the opening of the film. I think this is effective as, in my opinion, it is aesthetically pleasing and gives depth and meaning to the image. As in the film we created an enigma in the protagonist, I felt it was essential to play on Bart's hermeneutic code in my poster. I made an air of mystery around the character. The audience is only able to see half of her face, which is intriguing, and hopefully would interest the audience to go and see the film. When choosing a typeface, I took into account the audience research that we had carried out. From carrying out the research, we found that it was mainly females who were interested in romance films. I chose to use a feminine typeface. As the rest of the poster was quite simple, I wanted to add something that was appealing to the eye. Femininity is synonymous with romance films, so I chose to use a convention that would display the genre of the film. At a lecture with Roy Stafford, we discussed the importance of film showcasing their awards. I decided to add film festival awards, to add prestige to the film and interest people. By doing this, I feel that I have created a realistic aesthetic. I am happy with the overall look of the poster. I think it is attractive and modern looking. By using generic conventions, I have made a poster that looks realistic. I hope that the poster will be successful in capturing the attention of our target audience. I have used elements of the film within the poster, so it is reflective, but I didn't want to give too much of the plot away. In the double-page spread, I continued to attempt to make a brand identity. I repeatedly used prior film group, imagining that we were an established production group within the specialist film industry. By doing this, our film will be recognised as a piece of our work. I used the same typeface to help create a brand for the film. I think it looks whimsical, continuing the fairy tale theme from the poster. I used a drop capital to link back to the idea of a modern fairy tale which I played on in the poster. I think it looks good, complementing the simplistic style. I use neat, clear text which is readable. I think if things are too messy and chaotic, they can be off-putting. The text is all relevant. I focused on the notion of having an established production team that would attract media attention. Because the film is about a lesbian protagonist, I thought about the context. The double-page spread I created could be put into generic film magazines like Total Film or Empire, or we could specifically target lesbian interest audiences by placing it in magazines like Diva, as we know they have a huge gay lesbian readership. By doing this, we are guaranteed to reach an audience who are likely to have an interest in the niche. The images used link to the poster, further enforcing the enigma quotes. The top image is the same as what I used in the poster. By using it in my double-page spread, I hope to create a brand that the audience could recognise. Repetition is an easy, effective way to make yourself memorable through advertising. On reflection, I think I should have used more filters and effects on the photographs to create a similar aesthetic to the poster. When placing the piece into a magazine, I could consider using card rather than paper, or possibly acetate. I think that a simple touch like that can be hugely beneficial in creating interest around the film. It could also help the audience to understand that the film is specialised, different to mainstream counterparts, and will not be to everyone's taste, but is unusual and distinctive.